Hey, it's Tara, and this is probably the last video I'm ever gonna upload on this channel, which is kind of sad in a way, but it's also exciting because I'm starting something new, I'm starting fresh. When I created this channel, I think it was 10 years ago, it was so ironic because I thought it was such a clever name. I called it 40 Below Fruity, but when I actually talked to people in person, no one really knew what the name meant, but that's another story for another day. The point is, when I started this channel, I was entirely focused on living a raw food lifestyle and sharing that part of my life. It wasn't the only part of my life, obviously, or the only thing that was important to me. But at the time, I lived in this kind of bubble. When I first found YouTube, I really only knew about raw food videos. So it's gonna sound a little maybe like silly or naive, but I truly thought that YouTube was a place where you shared raw food content. It was like a raw food creator platform, which is obviously not true. But back in the day with the YouTube algorithm, it really showed you exactly what you watched and more of the same and didn't really deviate at all. So I lived in this little bubble where there was only raw food content. So because raw foods at the time was such an important part of my life, it was natural for me to start making raw food content. And because I didn't really know that anything else existed, I kind of thought that that was the only content that I could make. So that's what I did. And I fast forward many years to where I moved to Scandinavia, and for me, I just haven't found that it's possible to maintain 100% raw food lifestyle here. It is not for lack of trying or lack of desire, because I still love eating raw foods and I wish I could maintain it here, but it's a struggle for me, and it's not enjoyable like it was when I lived in Canada, which is a big part of the reason I ate that way is because I really enjoyed it. And when you don't have access to really high quality fruits, it becomes a lot less enjoyable. So yeah, it was a struggle for me, and I kind of also struggled with the content that I wanted to create on this channel, because if I'm not eating a raw foods diet anymore and my life isn't centered around this lifestyle, then there goes a lot of the content that I created. And I kind of fumbled around for a while trying to figure out what I wanted to create. But the reality is that a lot of people who subscribed to my channel in the beginning were here for raw foods or drama content, which I can promise you I'm never making any of that again. I made some really cringy videos back in the day, and you know what? It's a learning experience. You know that I am totally open to learning and evolving and sharing that. I never pretend that I'm staying the same, because I mean, who does? That's just really unrealistic. But the point is that my content changing was something that was inevitable when I moved to Scandinavia. And I still love raw foods, and that's still something that I share in my videos. It's still something that is present, like drinking smoothies and making food at home and everything like that. But I'm kind of at this point where I'm happy that the raw food lifestyle didn't work out for me, because it led me to sharing other parts of my lifestyle that are equally important, or at this point in my life, more important. And that is simple living, low stress living, getting back to nature, spending more time at home, doing simple things, making my own food, growing my own food, a little bit of homesteading, hiking, spending time with my hubby or my pup Pepsi. These are things that are really important to me, and it's not like it's a new thing. If you've watched my videos way back when I was 40 Below Fruity, you'll know that I started my YouTube channel when I was living in a little cabin in the wilderness in British Columbia, Canada. I was like a 40-minute drive down this dirt path to the nearest town. I say that with quotations because it was a place called 100 Mile House, and there was like 1,000 people there. So the concept of living more in tune with nature, not being in cities, living more slowly is something that I've pursued basically since I moved out of home when I was 17. And it's something that has begun to interest me more and more in sharing that part of my life. And I've made videos over the years, even when I did the 40 Below Fruity channel, where you probably saw where I was living in a cabin on a river, or when I lived in a camper. I've lived in a lot of alternative ways because that's something that just really resonates with me. It's something that really appeals to me. And I'm happy that the raw food lifestyle didn't really work out for me, that I wasn't able to continue making raw food content, because it kind of gave me permission to start something new. I had felt like I was kind of stuck in that content, because obviously a large part of the people who subscribed to my channel were here specifically for that. But I started to realize that the videos I gravitated towards on YouTube, the videos that I watched myself, were all about this simple, slow lifestyle that I'd been living for the past 10 years. I watched a bunch of creators that really inspired me, and up until that point, because I was in this bubble and because I was so naive really about content on YouTube, up until this point, I hadn't really seen people share the aspects of my lifestyle that I kind of kept private, that I didn't really share much about. So seeing videos that were about simple living and slow living and getting back to nature, it was just so inspiring for me to watch. It made me feel something. It wasn't, not that raw food content doesn't make me feel anything. That's not what I'm saying. But it's a little bit more surface level. It's just diet related, when for me, the lifestyle that I live is so much more than the food I eat. Obviously, veganism is something that is really important to me. I've been vegan for almost 14 years now. For me, it's not a fad diet. I'm not going to be an ex-vegan. It is a lifestyle for life because I'm in it purely for ethics and environmental reasons. So obviously, the food does go deeper. But sharing raw food felt a little bit kind of frivolous and surface level for me, even though it was really important to me at the time. But sharing every aspect of my lifestyle has become something that I really, really love to do. The problem, though, is that most people, and not maybe you because you're watching this video and maybe you've been following along on my journey where I'm sharing these more simple living videos or videos about every aspect of my lifestyle. So maybe I'm not talking about you, but I'm talking about a large portion of the 36,000 people who are subscribed to this channel don't watch my videos anymore, which I get. It's a really big shift. I switched from doing very low quality, sometimes very cringy videos, to longer form content that takes me a lot more time and effort to not only film, but edit and produce the whole thing and add all these different layers of, audio, recordings, music, and also the color correction that goes into my videos. Like, there is a ton of work that I put into my content now. It takes me a very long time. Whereas before, I could go out and film a video and have it done in 10 minutes of filming and then go home, edit for 30 minutes, and I could put the video up the same day. Now, it takes me weeks, if not months, to create a video. And I love that whole process. It has been so incredible for me to go from, that really fast form content that took me barely any time and effort, that was not very high quality, to now putting all of my effort into a video and knowing that each time I create one, it's the absolute best I can do in that moment in time, and constantly learning and growing and learning new techniques for not only filming, but also editing, and piecing that together into something that I find to be, personally for me, very inspiring. That is, it's a big difference going from that first type of content to the second type of content. And I'm well aware that, a lot of people don't want to see this new content that I'm filming. It's very peaceful, very relaxing. There is no drama in it whatsoever, because I don't want any kind of drama in my life. I've dealt over the past few years with anxiety, and the concept of having drama is not something I'm willing to entertain at all, because I want peace, I want relaxation, and I want the content that I watch and the content that I create to reflect that. So this brings me to where I am now, where I'm ready to say goodbye to the old and start something fresh. It's become increasingly clear to me over the past year that my channel is very stagnant, because YouTube is a fickle mistress, and I won't get into the whole algorithm and everything like that, how it works with watch time, but essentially the basic premise is that when I put out a YouTube video and YouTube shows my subscribers, my current subscribers that I've uploaded, and then a large portion of them choose not to watch it, it eventually leads to just my channel tanking. YouTube doesn't recommend my videos to new viewers who might want to watch the type of content that I'm creating now. And it also doesn't recommend my videos to my other subscribers who want to see what I'm making. So it's just, my channel is stagnant, and I'm not able to move forward. And considering that I put so much time and effort and love into my videos now, I want people to see them. I want people who love simple living content, slow living content, camper life, travel, and all the things that I'm making videos about now. I want them to be able to see this type of content. And I don't want to spend weeks, if not months, creating a video only to have no one watch it because, for all the reasons that I've mentioned. So does this mean that I'm not creating videos anymore? Absolutely not. But it does mean that I need to start a new channel. And that's what I've done. I started a new channel called Simply Tara because I feel like it's much more flexible, where I can share all the things that matter to me and the things that are meaningful to me now. And it also allows for me to change and evolve and grow and not stay in the same place, and not have a channel that is stagnant, where I'm focused only on one type of content, where I can share all the things that are a part of my lifestyle and all the things that are important to me. So Simply Tara is my new channel, and I actually just uploaded the first video in a trip that we took recently. We bought a camper a year ago, and we have spent the past year renovating it and getting it ready to take to Norway. And we went to Norway for a month and lived in our camper, and I filmed so much. It was such an incredible experience. I absolutely fell in love with the country. We are considering buying a cabin there. It's going to be such a big part of my future. I absolutely love it. And I just spent the last month and a half editing the first video. I actually have 2 videos coming out about Norway. It took me a month and a half to edit one video, which is 2 weeks of our trip. That's how much effort I'm putting into my videos now. I uploaded on my new channel, and already I'm seeing the difference, compared to the views versus subscribers. And this is going to be the chance for me to grow a YouTube channel. And it's also going to be just for me, a place where I'm not defined by my previous content, but where I can share what is important to me now. And that is the only content that's on the channel, where it's high quality from the very beginning. And so this fresh start is absolutely necessary for me. I am so excited about it. And if you are someone who feels like they want to watch my journey, like if you want to see the content that I'm creating now, if you want to see all aspects of my lifestyle, which are going to include all the things that I mentioned in this video, then I would love for you to join me over at my new channel. I'm going to link it down in the comments. Maybe I'll put you can put like a little tag here or something on the screen. Either way, it'll be in the comments of this video and also in the description. And yeah, I would love to have you along for the journey if you want to see all the content that I'm creating now. I really put all of my effort into it, and I hope it shows that I love making them, that I am super passionate about what I'm creating now. And you know what, if the new channel doesn't grow, that's totally cool. I'm not doing this just for the sake of growth. I'm doing it so that I can have a place where I can share me and not be just defined by the type of vegan lifestyle that I live, essentially. And you know what, if this doesn't resonate with you and you don't want to come along for the journey and subscribe to my new channel, that is cool too. I still have over 600 videos on this channel for you to watch if you want to. But yeah, that's basically where I'm going to leave it. I am so excited for this fresh start. I'm so excited to continue making videos. They're going to come out, I don't know when. I can't stick to any kind of schedule because they do take so much time to make. And I want to make sure with each video that I create and upload that I am spending the necessary or adequate amount of time for that video to make it the best that I can. And as I go along, it's making me realize that I need to spend more and more time in editing because I'm learning so many new things. And I want each new video that I put out to be the best that I can do in that moment. And that means that I need to spend more time filming, more time editing. And so how frequent my videos will be, I have absolutely no idea. I'm just gonna do what I can and do what I want to do. And it'll kind of be a surprise each time I put out a new video. So that's that. I'm gonna leave it. I've been talking for a long time now. I really appreciate if you've watched this full video, and also, like I said, if you join along with this new channel and this journey that I'm on. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who has watched my videos, commented on my videos, shown me support over the years. It has been an incredible decade with this channel, going from 40 Below Fruity to Raw Food Livin' and then Livin' Free. I know I've changed my name a lot. Look, I've grown, and that's just the reality of life. So yeah, I'm really grateful for all I've had on this channel, and I'm also really excited for moving forward with a new one. So thank you again for watching this, and I hope to see you over on my new channel. And otherwise, if we're parting ways here, that's awesome. I wish you all the best, and I will see you guys soon if you come over to my new channel and watch my video from our first part of the trip in Norway. Oh, it's amazing. I'm really, really proud of this one. So anyways, I will see you guys soon in my next video, and this is goodbye for now.